Hey YouTube, Dan Otto here, and this is a very expensive team. This is a team that has a lot of moving parts to it, and I want to explain all of them during these battles, and this is the team that got me to Veteran. I'm filming this on the 21st. I hit Veteran today. I did 5 sets with this team, 4 positive, 1, 2, 3, and I'm going to go over I'll just showcase the battles. A lot to talk about this team because let's just start it. So, in my video before, if you go back if you go back like a week ago, I had a whole discussion about wing attack Pidgeot versus Gust Pidgeot. And I said, you know what, Gust Pidgeot is actually probably better in most cases because a lot of the times you can't do anything with wing attack. Like the difference in damage per second is about 3 damage per second between Gust and wing attack. So Gust is like, I don't know, 9.6. Don't quote me on that, but something like 9.6, and wing attack's like 6.6, something like that, 6.2, 9.2, something like that, like 3 difference. Where the energy generation is 2 difference. So I think it's like 8.6 energy generation, and then 6.6 on Gust. Something like, again, don't quote me on the numbers, but that's the difference. So I said, you know what, I actually prefer Gust because what it allows you to do is you're gonna feather dance your opponent anyways, but then it allows you to just kind of gust them down, right? Because it actually gives you something that you can do to them. I said if you're going to run a wing attack, run it on the lead. Because if you run it on the lead, what's going to happen is you get the faster energy generation. So one of 2 things can happen. You either feather dance the heck out of your opponent, so they're like very quickly 2 times lowered, and then even like quicker 4 times lowered, that they're probably going to bail, or it gives you the option to Brave Bird right away. So as you saw in this first matchup, I feather danced, and then got the shield and then bailed. And other ones you're going to see I Brave Bird and bailed. And it's just kind of in the moment how you think it's best to play out. So if your opponent has like a Pokemon that isn't spammy and isn't going to do a lot of damage to it, you can probably just feather dance a bunch and force them out. If your opponent is pretty spammy, you may want to like fake like you're gonna feather dance, actually Brave Bird, and then go into the next Pokemon. So that is why I elite TM'd wing attack on my hundo Pidgeot. The next thing I did was I built up a Cresselia. I did not have one built up. I have one for Great League, but I did not have one for Ultra League. And it's one of those things where I'm like, okay, what is out there right now? And one of the main combos out there is Pidgeot and Cobalion. And I was looking through the sort of what can beat it, and Cresselia came up. Cresselia is interesting because I'm like, it's such a nice answer. It's a decent answer to right here, because let's see if I Brave Bird. I do Brave Bird here. See, again, you can sometimes they think you're gonna feather dance something, you just go straight for the Brave Bird. And then you can take all of them. So Cress is just so tanky. And I caught a Sacred Sword here, which is even better. But even if they get off a few, even if they get off a Stone Edge here, like what you're going to see is the counters, the fast move is resistant, and Stone Edge is going to take like 4 Stone Edges to take out Cress. So the Cress matchup is easy because Moonblast is neutral because it's half fighting. So it's an easy one for Cress. Plus, as long as you don't get a Charizard, right? Charizard will resist both moves, but Pidgeot will not resist the Moonblast, which is great. Plus, you dominate Swamperts, and Swamperts are starting to show up everywhere, right? So that's a nice answer. Plus, it is extremely weak to Trevenant, but you can actually, I've played this matchup a few times, you can take a Shadow Ball and get off 2 Moonblasts, and most of the time I get 1 shield. Sometimes if they let it go, they're like within 1 wing attack. Plus you have 2 answers for Trevenant in Pidgeot and Obstagoon. So that is why I built up Cress. It works pretty well overall. The next Pokemon is Obstagoon. So I used Obstagoon in the other videos, and you're going to see in the other videos, it was a 10, 12, 13, or like whatever. It was just what I had built before. So I built up my rank 2, and at the time it had Obstruct on it. And I mentioned multiple times, I think Obstruct is useless. And after using it for a couple matchups, I think it's 100% useless. So I TM'd it away and put Cross Chop on it. I was debating between Hyper Beam and Gunk Shot, but I think just Cross Chop getting into like those matchups where you need it is is best just to have like the 2 spammy moves plus like coverage. So that is what I did. This, because it's a 0, 15, 15, it does excel like 42, level 42, something like that. Not much excel, but it excels. I think it's like one of the underrated Pokemon, right? You have like Giratina's super effective, Cresselia's you hit super effective, Trevenant you hit super effective, Galarian Stunfisk you hit super effective, right? It does okay against the Flyers. The Pidgeot it does well against because it's bulky. Charizard, like the Night Slashes add up even though like the counters are resisted. So strong Pokemon. I do shield up 1 here. And the problem with cross chop is because it's non-stab, like you think that a super effective move would do more than this to take it out, but it doesn't even take it out. So that's the only drawback with cross chop, and that's why some people use, because they know it's cross chop is a non-stab move and kind of useless overall. It's not useless in this scenario, right? And this is why I kind of kept on cross chop, because this thing is everywhere. Hyper Beam is going to be resisted because of steel. The Obstruct is going to be resisted because of fighting. The Gunk Shot's gonna be resisted because of steel. So like cross chop here, put in some work, and now I come in here and I just take all these stone edges. Like this is what Crest does. It absorbs all the damage here. 1 stone edge, like that's almost pathetic how little that did. So good team, good individual Pokemons, coverage for what you're seeing in the meta, right? You 2 for Trevenant. Guaranteed 1 for Swampert. The other 2 can kind of go against Swampert too. Giratina for sure. Obstagoon, okay. Pidgeot, decent. If it's running Dragon Breath, it's like very, very easy. If it's running Shadow Claw, it's tougher. But like Moonblast is super effective against Giratinas. Cobalion, your Pidgeot does okay as long as you can like resist the Stone Edge. Like don't get hit by the Stone Edge. And this is just like a super strong answer too, that I don't even need to shield anything. Like throw your Stone Edges. Just it doesn't do much at all. Plus these Psycho Cuts and Grasslands go fast, so I can just start spamming these like crazy. I'm gonna bake because I have 2 shields here. Got 1 shield. That's fine. I can take a move, throw a Moonblast, like so. Like I said, went positive in 4 to the 5 sets. Bulky team, right? Pidgeot's level 50, 51. Crest is just bulky, and Obstagoon's like a sneaky bulky Pokemon too. Here I'm just going for the Brave Bird, right? Wing attacks faster generation, just going for the Brave Bird. It lands 2. Crest will come in, absorb. Gliscor, Night Slashes will start to add up, but again, super effective, non-stab. It's going to still take like 3 or 4, right? That doesn't do too much at all. So this is, I'm not ready to sink dust. Like I've already got, I don't know, 60, 70 Pokemon for Great League built already. Ultra League, I don't have as many, and a lot of them that you saw in my videos last week are going to be sort of like Empoleon. Like Empoleon was such a great Pokemon for Premier Classic. It is not good in Open because you have the Registeels that are going to beat you easy. You have the Giratinas that are going to beat you easy. You have more XL Trevenant, which is going to beat you easy. So like Empoleon's not going to have this play. So I have some Pokemon for Open Ultra League, but not as many. So I'm starting to build those. So moving forward, while these last battles go on, I'm going to let you guys know what I've built and what I want to build. I don't have, so right now, Galarian Stunfisk, I know my one big outstanding for Ultra League right now is Galarian Stunfisk or Registeel. I don't have either of those right now. Registeel, I think you need do you need a hundo or do you need a 0-15-15? You need one of those two, and I do not have it. And you need a hundo for Galarian Stunfisk. I do not have that yet. So I'll work on that. I have Pidgeot, have Cobalion. Gliscor's up here. It's ranked 4 and 10. I think Gliscor is probably bait dependent a lot, so I haven't built one up yet. Have Giratina, have Trevenant, have Swampert. I do not have a Regirock, but Crest is number 9, so I just built that up today. A Steelix at 11 and 12. Steelix is interesting. It's bulky, XL. I do not have the XL candies for Steelix yet. That would be a fun build eventually. But I mean, it'd be great. It'd be a great answer for Pidgeot. It would obviously have trouble with Cobalion, right? That core there. But it was a great answer for Pidgeot. Virizion, I could build. I don't have one built yet. The Cobalion Virizion back-to-back core is pretty common. Guzzlord, I was looking at this the other day because Guzzlord, when I was just trying to find teams, I'm like, Guzzlord beats Swampert. It beats Giratina. I think it beats Trevenant, obviously. It beats Talonflame. Like, it's got a lot of good wins, but then it just like Cobalion just like kills it. So it's like, ugh. Wing Attack Charizard. I have not TM'd away the Wing Attack onto my Charizard yet. Maybe it's a to-do. Buzzhole is another one where I could... Aurorus. I need an Aurorus so bad. I did not catch enough of these things when it was out. I do not have one for Great League, which is going to hurt me this week for the Holiday Cup, and it's going to hurt next week for the Ultra League Holiday Cup because I don't have an Aurorus. So Aurorus is going to be everywhere in the next couple weeks for sure. Have Scrafty, have Tapu Fini, have Walrein, have a Bomb Snow. Double. I have an XL. I have a Hundo double. I just don't have the candies for it, so I need that to come back. It's a lot of these things that just were like out that because I don't grind them hard when they first come out because I'm, again, work kids. I don't grind them hard, and then they become super PvP relevant, and then I'm like, oh, that's too bad. Anyways, that's a team. Like I said, hit veteran. And we'll keep going. So I don't know when this is going up because I'm filming a bunch in advance because I will be gone. But I appreciate you watching. I appreciate the thumbs up. I hope any comments on the video. Subscribe if you're new. I hope you guys are having a good holidays if you celebrate Christmas or just spending time with your friends and family. And that's it. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.